Let me show up over here. Okay, welcome once again to Cine con Perspectiva. Cine y series con perspectiva. Actually, hi everyone, good afternoon. It's already high noon. Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a este modesto canal, Cine y series con perspectiva. Suscriptores, primeramente, muchas gracias a los suscriptores nuevos. Son ahorita 470 y tantos y va corriendo y vamos aumentando. Hagamos este canal otra comunidad muy padre, muy interesante, pues de cine en este canal, y conmigo a la cabeza, abriendo la conversación con este video. Así que bueno, entonces abramos la conversación pues. Pero antes que nada, pues suscríbanse, síganse uniéndose ustedes, y si dieron conmigo por casualidad, háganlo. Por acá está el botón, por aquí está el botón, y van a ver otros enlaces por acá de otros videos. Se los recomiendo porque tengo muy buenas sorpresas para este video, que va a tener una reseña que está muy obviamente a la vista. Por fin he visto la película de Han Solo. Después de muchos contratiempos, de que las cadenas de cine en la que yo iba a verla se descompusieron los proyectores el día que yo había elegido verla. Después de no sé cuántos intentos nomás, o sea, X, Y o Z. Pero lo que importa es que este video está sucediendo porque ya vi la película. Y no iba a hacer un video donde nada más iba a decir cosas e inventar que la había visto, cosa que es posible en YouTube. En este canal y yo no soy así, así que está sucediendo este video porque ya le vi la película. Por fin vi la película de Han Solo. Había visto muchos trailers, muchos avances, en fin. De fondo oyen la música para hacer un poquito más ilustrativo este video y más suave. Le da un toquecito poner la música. Esperemos que YouTube no tenga objeción, ni Lucasfilms. Pero bueno, si no, pues no se preocupen. Espero que este video se vea, pero se va a ver, lo haré. Porque va a estar esta reseña, que es de lo que se trata este video, abriendo la conversación sobre la película de Han Solo. Así que vamos a ir entrando en materia. Además de esto, si ya se fueron, se lo perdieron. So, welcome once again to Cine y Series con Perspectiva. I'm Siddhartha and I'm your host. And I finally saw Han Solo, a Star Wars story, the movie about Han Solo's youth. And we are going to talk a little bit wide about this movie. Not so much, but pretty substantially yes. And my perspective about this movie, I haven't had chance to see it. The movie theater in which it was going to be shown, and I chose to watch it on a certain date, a certain time. And to my surprise, my unpleasant surprise, is that the projectors didn't work. And for some reason they didn't, and finally when the theater started to run again, too late. They took it off of the movie theater, so it sucks. And I had to wait till actually I could see it conventionally, through DVD, Blu-ray, and all that. So now I'm recording this video and uploading it, as you will see it, to speak quite a bit about this movie. And finally, my opinion will be here as a review that has to be right here about movies. So, okay, let's get into it. Plus, not only the review, if you stay, I'm warning you right now, there's going to be a little plus that I'm not going to tell you much, but it is Star Wars related. It's a bit of a surprise that will be, I believe, interesting for you. So keep up with me and stay all the way through the video. And you can try already to fast forward the video to see what am I going to talk about at some point during this video. I'll only tell you that. Así que quédense porque ya 5 minutos y les advierto que va a haber unas sorpresitas en relación a Star Wars. Un pequeño plus que voy a agregar por primera vez en una reseña, ahora que se presta a estar relacionado. Así que vamos pues. Ok. Siendo que estudié cinematografía, siendo que estudié dirección, guionismo, since I've studied directing and script writing, pretty much I will tell you how I think from this perspective, with that knowledge, the movie is. Okay, let's wait and see. So okay, all right. The first act of the movie. Okay, starting with that. It's exactly the thing that you get from the first act is you see Han Solo trying to turn on the engine of a vehicle, trying to run away from something or someone. El primer acto es huyendo de una persecución. Ese es el primer acto, es lo primero que vemos. Eso es algo que ya sé que lo hacen como algo parecido a al resto de la saga, que es emocionarnos, ya entrar en un punto emocionante, un momento emocionante de Star Wars, que es una persecución. No sé si lo hayan dicho antes, pero sí, es precisamente a propósito, para que igual que el episodio 4, el episodio 5, el episodio 6 me parece que también son cosas muy parecidas, persecuciones, y comenzamos la aventura presenciando una aventura semejante en todas, creo, las películas de Star Wars. Corríjame si me equivoco en los comentarios. So Act 1 begins, as I noticed and I meditated about it. Begins with a persecution. Han Solo turning the engine to get away from someone, because he's in a persecution of some sort, running away from someone. And that really is always very curious, how they want to rhyme every movie somehow to a Star Wars film. Okay, Ron Howard took the decision to rhyme this movie in that way, beginning with a persecution, which is Act 1, and understanding then henceforth the world in which Han lives in. Immediately, yes, there's the scene where he's running away from someone, which is very related to his world, smuggling and all that, with Emilia Clarke's character, Kyra. Let's get to another image here. And I don't want to really spoil you anything. Okay, right now I don't feel like I want to spoil you anything. I don't want to. So, okay, sin spoilers voy a tratar. Noté que en el primer acto, cuando le están rindiendo cuentas a un personaje alienígena, el alienígena es un alienígena y es la voz de Linda Hunt. Linda Hunt does the voice for an alien to which Han and Kyra are talking to, and it's like the main not the main one of the villains, but it's the villain or the creature that they're talking about in the introduction in the blue words, which is very Star Warsy already. It's already just get us familiarized with the world of Star Wars. This is as far as it goes. There is no yellow words going into other space or anything like that. But okay, turning to the main point. Linda Hunt does the voice for one of the alien characters at the very first act, and that's pretty darn interesting. Remember, Linda Hunt was in and she did the voice, or no. Where have you seen her? With this movie with Dennis Quaid and Rene Russo, she's the nanny. She looks a lot like Edna Mode. Se parece mucho a Edna Moda. She was in Kindergarten Cop as the headmaster, the principal in that kindergarten school, well, in the school. So yeah.
Open the world of music.
Wait a
It's
little
all
bit.
here.
Okay, so as I was saying, so Linda Hunt is in the first act. The first act es a lot of persecution, es mucha persecución en el primer acto. Ya dije, Linda Hunt está ahí, la vimos en un detective en el kinder, en los tuyos, los míos, los nuestros, y se parece mucho a Namut, ¿ok? A Namoda. Y bueno, el personaje de Han y Kyra se separan. Ese es el primer acto. El primer acto en sí establece, va a empezar a establecer el mundo como establecer el mundo y lo que sabemos de Han Solo como lo conocemos como tal, que son las explicaciones lógicas que esperaríamos y tendríamos la expectativa de que sucedan. Pues las novedades son del personaje de Kyra, pero el personaje de Lando Calrissian, explicarnos cómo o qué necesidad obedeció o por cómo conoció a Lando, está allí, está bastante claro que el esfuerzo que hicieron. So they introduced us to Lando and how he comes to know Lando. It makes pretty darn good sense. How he meets Chewbacca, cómo conoce a Chewbacca, es algo que también esperábamos. Y creo que no cumplió exactamente con la expectativa, como se sabe o he sabido que se suponía que conoce a Chewbacca. Incluso como los insinuaba una fotografía filtrada durante la filmación. No, que más bien compartió Ron Howard. Se creería que Darth Vader iba a... pues no sé, a los Wookiees, íbamos a ver al Imperio cómo trataba a estas criaturas espaciales, a los patriotas de Chewbacca. No lo vemos exactamente así. Yo esperaba algo muy desolador en un planeta, con encadenados, y que Han Solo iba a rescatar a Chewbacca de ahí. No es exactamente así, ¿ok? De hecho, la manera como conoce a Chewbacca, sin decirles mucho spoiler, without spoiling you too much, but it doesn't really, the way he meets Chewbacca, it's not exactly per se the way we would hope, we expected. It it was insinuated, maybe we got carried away with certain picture taken by Ron Howard, and he shared it on Twitter. It seemed that we were going to see Darth Vader using his evil, using the dark side of the Force to mistreat Wookiees, and the Empire mistreating these Wookiees. And we're going to see a bunch of Wookiees mistreated, treated in a very uncivilized fashion, hitting them, and Vader using the Force or something, maybe for choking a Wookiee or something, and Han Solo trying to getting away with rescuing one Wookiee, at least one, or as much as he could. We didn't see this exactly the way we would imagine it would play out. We really saw how he meets Chewbacca in a very familiar, very cunning, very interesting way. And that is, once again, Ron Howard trying to rhyme this movie somehow, somewhat, with any Star Wars movie. I don't know if he did this on purpose, or whether Chris Miller and Phil Lord did this, or Ron Howard did it to make it his own movie. But the way Han Solo meets Chewbacca is very similar to that scene in which Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi ends up in a some kind of a pit or something, in an underground place. Remember, in Jabba's palace, Jabba pulls a switch, pulls a rock underneath Luke. Luke ends up underneath some part of Jabba's palace, and there's this awful nasty creature. Well, that scene, did you think the same thing I was thinking? That they actually did the scene very similar to the Return of the Jedi scene between Luke and that Rancor, that creature. Very similar. This is how he met Chewbacca. That's how he met Chewbacca. Okay, it's a very similar thing. I'm not telling you exactly what happens, but it's to get you the imagination and help you a little bit more. How curious did that rhyme with Return of the Jedi? Definitely. So those are two scenes that rhyme with Star Wars movies. There is no scene in Tatooine. Of course, there is a scene. There are scenes in Corellia, but we don't see much of Corellia as we would hope we would see. We didn't see much of Corellia. We didn't see much of Han. Actually, we meet a young Han Solo, about 20-something years. We didn't get to see much of the. I didn't see. I saw her. Okay, she's a robot. We're gonna talk about the acting in a little while. Okay, but I didn't see him at any part. But I did see Ron Howard's brother, Clint Howard, in a scene with the robot, arguing with the robot, played by this lady, Phyllis Wilder. I can't remember her name. I think now let's get to another picture. Okay, the first day is great. They establish the smuggler world, the untrusty world in which the smugglers live in. Así que el mundo de los contrabandistas se establece bien. Vemos cómo si en un mundo de contrabandistas es un mundo muy traicionero, muy vil, en el cual nada más se trata de subsistir. Así que bueno, se establece el personaje de Woody Harrelson, lo conoce dentro del Imperio. Sorry if I'm spoiling you anything. So he meets Woody Harrelson and what's the name of this lady's? I can't remember per se the name of the actors. Oh, I will perfect that in a little while. But he meets Woody Harrelson's character and his mate. Wait a little bit. Oh great, Firefox just did a cameo. Firefox hizo un cameo. So okay, so Tandy Newton, I remember the name of the actress. Tandy Newton plays a character who is the couple for his Woody Harrelson's character couple, you know. So they're a team and they're a couple, and we really see some moments. But Tandy Newton is only in the first act of the movie. Solamente Tandy Newton aparece en el primer acto. I didn't like her hairdo. No me gustó su look. I don't know. There's something about it. It's too much. But okay. Okay. We really get to understand why Han Solo needs Lando. Sabemos que Lando es necesario para Han Solo. ¿Y cómo lo hace? ¿Por qué necesitan a Lando? ¿O qué necesitan de Lando, mejor dicho? Eso es algo que ya pueden intuir. Can you get where I'm going with this? Lando, why does he need Lando? What does he need from Lando, more likely? And Kyra has to do with it. So I think it makes pretty good sense how they relate the characters. Kyra knows a whole bunch from the smuggler world. Kyra sabe mucho del mundo de los contrabandistas y sabe y ha andado por muchas partes. Es más sabia que Han. Kyra is more wiser than Han. She's been around here and there, so we get how she works in the movie. Woody Harrelson, we understand why he's necessary to Han. So okay, okay. The second act of the movie, I think it's really much. The first one's to set everything up. To set everything up somehow. That's the first act. The second act of the movie, okay, we get that Paul Bettany plays a role there. He's the main villain, we know this for sure, so I'm not spoiling you anything. Sabemos que Paul Bettany, quien hizo a Vision en Los Vengadores, tiene un rol. Y fue ser el villano de la historia, lo cual es bastante cierto. Creemos entender, entonces establece muy bien eso. Tiene que haber alguien detrás muy importante, muy por encima y muy maquiavélico. So Woody Harrelson plays the more bigger, better bad guy behind all of this. He's the puppet master somehow, the bad guy puppet master. So it's really very functional. I think they really fit the role well, from my opinion, my perspective. So I think the characters fit in well. The basic core characters are there. There's a surprise character that that was insinuated during the trailers, that this character is like one of the bad guys and wears a mask. That's all I can tell you. Hay un personaje que nos insinúan en los trailers que es como un gran villano siniestro, que es femenino, de género femenino. He's gender female. This is supposed whole villain, and not exactly, but I will lead you to watch it. There's a very good plot twist. There are 2 plot twists in this storyline. So the second act goes well. How they change it, how they twist the plot and surprise us all of a sudden this way or the other way, it's good. These chase sequences, there are plenty chase sequences. The first at the beginning, the other various sequences in which the Millennium Falcon, of course, is one of the characters. We see pretty swell. It's very exciting. They're through like a wormhole or something in outer space, and there's this Imperial starship. That's great. It's very exciting. It's a very exciting scene. Alright, sorry, I had to turn on the lights. It's getting dark. Literally, huh? So, okay. That's the I think the third act, it's cool, it's okay. Maybe they could have done it even a little bit more interesting, perhaps. They could have. But all of the elements from the Han Solo, establishing the Han Solo scenario, the environment, the Han Solo elements that we know, I think they did pretty swell. A lot of people criticized it and said, well, this didn't turn out exactly, it didn't play out the way it should have, according to those people. But I can see this from their point of view. But okay, I've seen the movie and I think they did swell. I think they did good, not great, but good, fairly enough. It's entertaining, well paced, well scripted, definitely. It could have been better written, yes. Now the new characters, Kyra, the Woody Harrelson character. Let me go into other pictures here. This is where we go to the characters. Okay, Han Solo. Okay, Alden Ehrenreich, I think his name is pronounced. I think it's really should we compare him to Harrison Ford? We'll get into that in a little while. Let's right now look at this guy in the following manner. Thinking as we're different people throughout many stages of our lives. We're not the same as we were kids, as we were teenagers. We're different people in different stages of our lives. Aquí vamos a tener que verlo de una manera diferente. Recuerden que somos muy diversos. Nuestras personas son muy distintas de cómo somos niños, de cómo somos adolescentes, de cómo somos adultos, de cuando éramos jóvenes adultos. Y vamos a verlo de este modo. Alden Ehrenreich está siendo un Han Solo muy diferente, porque en una etapa muy diferente, eran factores muy diferentes, y eras pues prácticamente un un contrabandista novicio, principiante, y le hace novatadas a través de la película, le hace muchas novatadas, y está apenas aprendiendo y apenas está sabiendo cómo maniobrarse y manejarse en el mundo de los contrabandistas. Okay, so wait just a little bit, put music. All right, the characters. All right. So other non-right plays a very different Han Solo. Already told you why. Ya les dije por qué es un personaje diferente. Y como tal, definitivamente yo diría que lo hizo bien. No wow, no que va extraordinario. Not wonderfully, yes. Playing some of the traits, the characteristics or character traits of Han's personality as a Han Solo. John, I started Kickstarter Han Solo. Yes, he did well. He did swell. Plus, it's not easy to really become. I don't know if you were actually expecting. We already seen that full-fledged Han Solo we seen in Episode 4. We've seen a young dude, beginning his criminal career per se. His swagger isn't kicking in all that much, and you really get that very much through the role play. So I think he did swell. He did swell. He really kind of conveyed at some moments he does this thing or that body language thing which Harrison did with Han Solo. Tried to see a little bit of Han Solo there. Okay. Now the actor who plays Lando, his name is Donald Glover. I think he really outstands in this movie because he's in a full-fledged Lando. In comparison to Han is a beginner. He's kickstarting his career. He's just beginning to learn the traits to being a smuggler and a 2-bit trader. You know, but all that much we really get the essence of Han. Okay. Really get at the end why then he helps Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi and the droids. Why did he decide to help? Because of the rebellion. We really get to see this somehow in the moments that we have in the movie, especially climatic moments. But okay, so now compared to Donald Glover who plays Lando is a full-fledged contrabandist, smuggler, swagger, all that, full-fledged already. He's a much more experienced man in the world of gambling and smuggling. So he's a wiser person. He's a very wise character already. He's already full-fledged Lando. So you really get that he really conveys that. He really channelizes that Lando already very experienced in his world, in his craft, and whatever he has to do to get through whatever he has to. So it very the confidence that Lando usually exudes in the movies that we know from Empire and Return of the Jedi are already there, established. I believe, and that's what I perceived from Donald Glover, is that he did a splendid job. I think he really, since his character is already full-fledged, he's already very wise man in his ways, already set up in his own ways. I think Donald Glover did a great job, outstanding. He really outstands in this plot story. Kyra, I think, is the other character who stands out because I think Emilia Clarke, I've seen her in Game of Thrones. I think I liked her pretty much in. Wow, goddamn this announcement. Okay, I saw her in Terminator Genesis, and I liked her. I liked her as the John Sarah Connor. She really did great job. She could only do as much as the script gave her. So okay, now as Kyra, I think she gets a better role play. She gets a better opportunity and better chance to work with that character. I think her character she gets a lot of it more action and dialogues and interactions. Fair enough, and well, pretty much very good for Emilia Clarke. She really outstands in her role. She really is a very experienced actress and a pretty darn experienced character to play. A experienced character who has been here and there and lived more in the smuggler world than Han Solo. Okay, so I really like the way her role play goes and the surprises she's about in this movie. I really was pleasantly surprised by her role play. Oh, and this piece of music you're hearing on the background, I really think they really kinda did their own style of Mos Eisley Cantina, and a third scene which rhymes with Star Wars A New Hope. Okay, so what other scenes did you notice? Tell me in the comments which other scenes did you notice rhyme with any episode of Star Wars. Okay, I think they did this better than Rian Johnson trying to do his bit on Mos Eisley, which he didn't. There was no musical piece. So, okay. Now, the relationship between Han and Lando. I really think the dynamics between them, the social dynamics between them, how they kind of go back and forth with the Millennium Falcon and betting and this kind of thing. I think they really teased each other well. I think they did this well with it. They could have done a little better, perhaps, but I think I really enjoyed the. If there were a sequel for Han Solo, a Star Wars story, it's a chance to enhance the relationship between them, and because one thing I didn't see and I was expecting was to really get that frustration and anger and impotence from Lando, and I think that they did shoot that scene in which Lando is very frustrated and angry because he lost his most beloved possession, and we really get why it's so precious and why it was so important, the Millennium Falcon, to him. And that is no spoiler, we know he does, because episode 5 made it very clear, in episode 6 as well. And yeah, I didn't see that. They did shoot that scene. I don't know, look it up in Google. Even Ron Howard shot that scene and actually shared the picture of them shooting it in his Twitter account. It's too far right now in his timeline. I hope you can look it up on Google. But they did shoot that scene in which he's very frustrated and like looking all gloomy. And I didn't see that in the movie. He was very kind of going with the flow. Say, okay, I like you, guy. You won my ship. I like you, and you won my ship. Like that, and I think I already spoiled you something, but it's not much. It's really in the other Star Wars movies. I didn't get that frustration. I don't know why they did this. We really needed to see this moment because when we see The Empire Strikes Back, we see Lando in The Empire Strikes Back. I understand his frustration. He's really pissed off, and he says something like, I may be paraphrasing here, but he says something like, "You double crossing," something like that, blah blah. You have the nerves to come back after the stunt you pulled, and Han just goes like, "What are you talking about?" That moment would have been very well complemented if they let that scene in at some point. The best way that they could just insert that little moment, because we didn't see Lando upset at all, and really get what his precious Millennium Falcon is so precious to him, and he doesn't get even upset or even a little smirk or something to say, "Damn, I lost it." Just like Indiana Jones lost, lost something. Well, that's for another video. This bit of music which you're hearing on the background, this is a moment in which you hear this exactly when the pieces start to take their place in the Han Solo universe, when Han is inside the Millennium Falcon and taking over the ship because he has to drive it. It's spot on. When they use the music for the Empire, for the Millennium Falcon, for Han, we didn't see, actually, musically speaking, a specific special piece. So, wait a little bit, there's a commercial. Oh, okay. Spot on with the classical bits of Star Wars when it should. We didn't see nothing special for Han Solo's theme. We didn't see that. I think what really we recognize as Han Solo's theme is that piece we heard, which tan 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 tan. That's the piece. Así que bueno, la relación entre Han y Lando creo que está bien. Creo que juega muy bien esas partes. Son divertidas, graciosas, entretenidas, donde se pican ellos cada uno y se hacen desatinar y juegan todo este juego de todo este rollo que juegan para ganarse algo que no les voy a decir, quizás ya lo adivinan, pero la parte que faltó, solamente tanto como ustedes para mí, es la parte en la cual Lando se sienta frustrado, notar su frustración, su impotencia ante que Lando perdió su adorada y preciosa nave, el halcón milenario. Así que bueno, eso es lo que les faltó y no lo pusieron. Eso realmente... ok, ya dije, Aldo Ehrenreich, creo que lo hace bien. Creo que logra encantar. Creo que ser gracioso a su manera. No esperen que ya fuera el Han Solo que conocemos, que ya fuera este cínico que conocemos. No, el cinismo no nació con el cinismo. Han Solo se volvió cínico y apenas está empezando en este mundo del contrabandismo. Okay, comparison. Now finally to get to the point. Whether he was better or did he convey some kind of Harrison Ford kind of way? Yeah, really, get this. The way he's actually putting his hands on his waist over here is it's very Han Solo-ish. Look at the head, how he's positioning his head, how the body language speaks for itself. I think there's little hints that you have to notice if you watch Star Wars Episode 4, Episode 5, 6, and in this one, yeah, there's a little bit of Han somehow. Not like he mimics, like, wow, precise. No, something a little subtle, because we're seeing a young Han Solo, a very different person than what he was when he was young. Just like we see this Harrison Ford playing a very old Han Solo in his like 60s. Not same person as the Han Solo we saw him in his 30s, okay? Or his 20s even. So, very different Han Solo from here, from here, from here. 3 different types of Han Solos already in the Star Wars universe, okay? Okay, this is... So the role plays are great. Chewbacca, I think he's great. I think Yutamo or whatever this guy's name is, I think he did swell also. He really, I think the work done for Chewbacca is great. We really see some Chewbacca action here and there. I think Chewbacca is great. We get to see a little bit of Chewbacca finally touring people, and I don't know, just being this Chewbacca with a little bit of more swagger and I don't know. Así que bueno, Chewbacca estuvo bien. Yo creo que estuvo muy bien. Ellos están muy bien y creo que es porque les dan a sus personajes más experiencia. Así que bueno, ya dije de Kyra. Kyra sí destaca. Creo que Emilia Clarke lo hace muy bien. Creo que hace muy bien su rol. El rol, como juega, su rol juega un papel importante. La dinámica entre Han y Chewbacca es... Podemos ver un poquito de cómo se desarrolla esa relación. podría ser mejor, sí. So, really, did they nail the relationship between Han and Chewie? A little bit. I think we didn't see really that much from them. We see some moments and we just kind of get a little bit from them. We really see a little bit far more from them inside the Millennium Falcon. Creo que cuando realmente captan la relación de Han y Chewie es en el Halcón Milenario. Bueno, creo que vamos a dar otra manera. Esto sucede en la escena, una escena climática, creo. I think this happens in a climatic scene. Okay. I think we're almost gone. We're doing 40 minutes. Jesus. Okay, it's already on Blu-ray and DVD. Ya está en Blu-ray, DVD, formatos digitales. Buy it. I think we're gonna almost conclude this part of the video about the review. Bravo! It's a swell movie. It's a fun ride. It's a very entertaining movie. Es una película entretenida. Está repleta de acción, de emociones, de persecuciones, de disparos láser. Tiene todo lo que podríamos en sí, en ese sentido, esperar, en esos aspectos, esperar de una película del mundo de Han Solo y de Han Solo. Persecuciones, traiciones, rayos láser, una espada láser, seguramente de algún modo, sí. Y ya vamos llegando a ese punto. Y sí, la escena de Ray Park como Darth Maul, estableciendo por primera vez en el universo cinematográfico que Darth Maul sobrevivió a la letal, aparentemente letal manera como aparentemente muere por las manos de Obi-Wan Kenobi. Pero tendrán que la gente le va a hacer explicarse y decir, ¿qué? ¿Cómo es que sobrevivió Lando? ¿Cómo es que sobrevivió Darth Maul? How did Darth Maul survive? So this is one of the things that happens within the movie. Oh fuck! I'm sorry. I hope I didn't ruin the fun for you, but it's already like spreading the internet. So, okay. So I think you should buy this movie. Yes. I think it really conveys the world of Han Solo. It has persecutions, laser sword, already told you, and laser shooting, and smart aleck, fancy dialogue. Yes, smuggler's sense of humor, smuggler this and that. Yes. Now the robot, I think she does nice. Okay, but it's not like that robot from Rogue One. Es como el robot de Rogue One, el personaje del robot. Bien. No roba demasiado la atención. Tiene sus dos momentos o tres. Pero entendemos la importancia que tiene este androide femenino. The female droid gets her. She's a very important part, very significant. You will get this, and when you understand the relationship she has, you will go, okay. So you'll see why she plays a role there. What else? The chase scenes, las escenas de persecución y de llegar en un tiempo límite tan extremo, very good. The practical effects for the outer space thing, the flight to outer space, las escenas son buenísimas, realistas inclusive, okay? So I think the cast, the crew, bravo. I think they did great. So go and buy Han Solo Star Wars Story. You will definitely enjoy this movie. This for sure. You will enjoy the movie. Even though it doesn't play out the way you imagine it would play out, maybe it didn't do this or that bit from the old Star Wars canon, you really get right now that Star Wars canon doesn't play out the way it will. This is a Star Wars canon that it's playing out differently. The canon for Han Solo has been laid out for us differently, but more so, yes, like the way he meets Chewbacca, it's not exactly the way we kind of imagined, but more so, and it has a little bit of rhyme with episode 6. Okay, so alright, this is for the part of the review. Go buy it. It's really worthwhile your time. You will have a good time. As a Star Wars movie within the whole canon of Star Wars, no, it's not like I don't know right now what place does it have, but I certainly right now believe it's over like The Last Jedi is here. This is The Last Jedi. Han Solo is on top. Yes. Why? Oh, wait a little bit. So, okay. Last Jedi here to me, and here's Han. Okay? So, I think it's better because it's a much more fun going adventure than Last Jedi. So, in overall, it's better than The Last Jedi, certainly without doubt. Even though it's supposed to be like the episodic films of Star Wars, supposed to be greater one than the other, and JJ is working to be a whole lot of improvement for episode 9, and especially being the disclosure of the finale of the episodic movies. So okay, later we'll see about it. If you already know what place does this movie will be for you in your top Star Wars movies, please comment below. In what place do you put Han Solo within the canon of the cinematic universe of Star Wars, ¿ok? Así que en su top 5, 10 o 20, como quiera que sea, de películas de Star Wars, ¿qué lugar tiene preponderantemente a Han Solo en relación al episodio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 y 8 y Rogue One, ¿ok? Ok. Now we're gonna get to the little pause. We're going right now. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what we're looking at right now? It says here some tenants, ¿ok? ¿Qué creen que estamos viendo? Bueno, vamos directo al grano. Es nuevas fotografías filtradas por solo Dios sabe quién en una red social del episodio 9. We're looking at filtered pictures taken by someone. I don't know if the cast or someone on the crew took these pictures, but these are from episode 9. They're taking place in Jordan, I think. I've heard that they're shooting right now in many places, amongst them Jordan, where they were going to originally shoot Jakku, and they're saying that these pictures are from the location over at Jordan, and where they're supposed to be shooting like scenes from another part of Jakku. So people who know English understand this. Así que miren, estas son fotos filtradas por alguien que las tomó las fotos de tal vez no del elenco, pero probablemente de la gente que trabaja detrás de cámaras. Estos seguramente son marcadores, que es donde van a estar digitalmente puestos alienígenas. Es en Jordán, que entiendo que es una locación que originalmente iba a jugar parte en el episodio 7. Finalmente van a poder usar a Jordán. Así que bueno. More of the view from the set of Star Wars Episode 9. They say this is a part of Jakku. Otra parte de Jakku, según dicen que están filmando en Jordán. More sandy places, más arenales. Estos seguramente son... ¿Qué son? We can't see this appropriately. Okay. Oh, here we go. Up close and personal. You see, these are the markers for alien creatures. Over here and over here. Es marcadores donde van a poner luego digitalmente en la computadora, en la postproducción, alienígenas. Ok, estas son otra vez otras tomas. These are the markers that I showed you. Son los marcadores que les mostré. Esto es donde están filmando y rodando. I'm gonna put somewhere over here the videos so that you can just click on them and you will go immediately to the video in which I show you other pictures, and we talk about the pictures, other pictures that I previously did for episode 9. These are also pictures that were filtered, and we speak about them and I show you to them. Okay, this is other stuff, moisturizers, like from episode 4. Son aparatos. Oops. Wait. Man. Estos son como aparatos de como los del episodio 4. So, okay, this is all that we have right now from episode 9. Eso es todo lo que tenemos. Mientras tanto, episodio 9, hay muchas cosas sucediendo detrás de cámaras y enfrente del episodio 9. J.J. Abrams está trabajando muy duro por cerrar con broche de oro el episodio 9 y tal vez enmendar y hacer las paces con los fans y enmendar el episodio 9, porque están haciendo muchos cambios. Hay videos de relación a eso. You will see videos related to this, to Star Wars episode 9 over here around right now in the video probably. So okay, this is all for right now. 51 minutes, folks. Muchas gracias, ya 51 minutos, pero es así de desglosado la reseña y el análisis de Han Solo. Por fin la vi, so finally I saw it. I liked it, I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was great. No creí que fuera buena. En el cinefilómetro, tiene un 90. No, 80. So in the cinephilometer, it has an 80. Okay? For good judgment, it has an 80. And it has it because it's well entertaining, well paced, with good action and all that. Así que es bien entretenida, muy emocionante, muy repleta de acción. Y por eso tiene un 80 en el cinefilómetro, ¿ok? Solo que el presupuesto no da ahorita. I don't have much budget right now for that. But, hey, imagination is great to use it. Es que la imaginación es suave para usar, así que bueno. Así. Ok, thank you very much for watching. Muchas gracias por verme. Si lo hacen, ok, if you are watching. So, check out these other videos. Chequen estos otros videos. Don't forget to subscribe over here. No olviden suscribirse. Hagan clic aquí. Hagan clic ahí. Click over there. And you will immediately subscribe and be posted when I upload videos, cool videos such as this one, which I review, and a little plus from Star Wars. So I hope you like it, and give me a thumbs up over here in the video to support the channel and to really make this really worthwhile. So así que hágale clic en la manita que hace así, para que pues sea una buena porra para este canal, ok. Yo lo hago porque soy cinéfilo y amo el cine, por si no lo sabían. So I'm a moviephile, I'm a moviegoer, I love movies, and I'm a warsis, también soy un warsis. Así que, ¡pum! Abriendo la conversación, he abierto la conversación, ahora les toca comentar. So now I open the conversation, now comment on the comment section below, over there, and tell me your thoughts and feelings about the Han Solo movie, how it plays out on your top of Star Wars movies, etc. So thank you so much. Oh, and this is finally the part. Let me show you just that, okay? So this is it, folks. The moisturizers son los vaporizadores, como se llamen. Oops, there it was. Okay, thank you so much. See you in the next videos. A lot of other videos to show you a little, some more surprises. See you in the next video, and may the power of the Force be with you always. That was my Darth Sidious impression, fue mi imitación de Darth Sidious. Por cierto, by the way, sponsored by Dark Side of the Force Soup. Patrocinado por el poder de la oscura de la fuerza en sopa. Delicious. Taste the power of the dark side of the Force. So, well, folks, see you in the next video. Ciao. Then may the power of the Force be with you. Bye.